I think physical therapists should be involved in advocacy because it's part of our profession, and being in a doctoring profession, it's part of the whole package of what we do.
When we're advocating for a few things. We're advocating for our patients to make the world a better place for them. We're advocating for our profession to make our profession a stronger profession in our country. And I've literally seen through speaking with our legislators and their staff, through the groups I organize, that the legislators made decisions to sign on and co-sponsor bills that are important to us. That's powerful.
You know, it starts at the Action Center. I think that's great. I mean, I use it all the time. It's, less than 5 minutes at the computer. What's nice too at the Action Center was having the contact info for those people there, so now all of a sudden I'm staring at a phone number and think, well, why don't I just call the office too?
And now you've connected to your senator or your representative at the federal level and or at the state level. That doesn't take a lot of effort. You sign on to a web page and now you have introduced yourself to your legislator. That's your first step.
I think the best way to feel that progress of the effect of our advocacy is when you are the one they call, when they do vote your way, when at the end of the day, you know, you've done your best for your clients and for your profession, and the legislator is coming back to you and signing on to your bill or speaking on behalf of your bill, and is there to really promote what it is that you think is best for the profession and the clients. It's
empowering and it's awe-inspiring, and you feel like you're heard. And I come across people every day that just think their voice doesn't matter. And I don't feel that way.
The core target group for the most part that I deal with is the older adult. I need my older adults to have access to therapy services without restriction, as long as what I'm doing is medically necessary and I could justify continued care. APTA has people that are on the Hill every day advocating with the staff and the legislators to help me better run a more successful practice.
It's different when you're the voter for that particular legislator and they're hearing from you. You're their constituent. And that's the difference between being able to send our paid lobbyists versus sending us as those volunteer lobbyists to go and talk to them, whether it be here in Washington, but even more importantly, back at home.
I always say seeing is believing, and it's amazing how when they can see you doing the things that obviously you love to do and making and just seeing what a wonderful benefit physical therapy is for our patients and how much they're truly, you know, obviously improving from what you're doing and improving their quality of life. I mean, it just really hits home for them, and I think all of a sudden realize that, oh my gosh, this is something I definitely need to support.
Advocating is something that shouldn't only be in the last quarter of a given year because Congress has to vote to extend the therapy cap exceptions process, for instance. What's really important is you want to build a relationship, and a relationship doesn't happen by visiting once a year. A relationship happens by every now and then calling and letting them know who you are and seeing how can you help them. It happens by finding out what's important to them. You don't find that out just by visiting somebody once and telling them what it is you want.
It's that relationship building with a representative, the congressman, the senator, getting to know them, getting to know what their background is, where they live, finding that commonality. Very similar to patient care approach. You just don't walk into a room and say, okay, you need to do these 3 exercises and out the door. You spend time building rapport, investing in that relationship, and it pays off in the long run.
If you have that passion and the willingness to learn and grow, you will be a successful advocate for the profession. Whether that happens in our clinic, with our patients, with a state legislator, at the national level, whether you show up to a meeting and you voice your one thought that someone else has been able to run with, who feels more comfortable in that spotlight, that was of value.